What's up, guys? Good morning. I wonder if you guys have ever seen the movie The Croods. It's a really good movie, really funny. But every day it's about these cavemen, and every day they wake up, they're like, still alive. Like, I feel like that's where we're at these days. I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, we're still here. Under lockdown, right? It's all good, though. It's all good. Tuesday morning, the week of Holy Week, getting ready for Easter Sunday. Want to share with you another life encounter that Jesus had with somebody, coming from the book of John, chapter 5. Starting in verse 1. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for a feast of the Jews. Now there is in Jerusalem near the sheep gate a pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here a great number of disabled people used to lie, the blind, the lame, the paralyzed. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up. Pick up your mat and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. So this story goes on. There's lots more points there. But I want to really focus on this encounter alone right now. Here's a man who has been an invalid for 38 years. He's been paralyzed, couldn't move. And there's this myth at this one particular body of water that if the water stirred, the first one into the pool would be healed of whatever issue they had. Now, there's no proof that this was real, okay? There's no evidence that this actually happened. But here's the thing. Because the myth had become such a big deal, people had gathered from all over who were suffering from major deals, it says blindness, paralyzation, whatever it may have been. And so all these people that are desperate are gathered around, and every time the water stirred, who knows, wind blew it, whatever it may have been, everyone would rush into the pool. Now, this guy says that because of his condition, whatever it may have been, he couldn't get into the water fast enough. So when Jesus approaches him that day, he asked him a question. Do you want to get well? Now, obviously, he did. Obviously, he wanted to get well. But, so what is Jesus really asking then? If he knows he wants to get well. See, here's the thing with us a lot of times. Yesterday, we talked about faith. We talked about the importance that faith has in opening the door for God to move. This guy has no faith that he could be healed. When Jesus says, "Do you want to be well?" he doesn't say yes. He says, "I can't. I can't. Do you see the situation that I'm in? I can't be healed." And so he has no faith in Jesus. He has no faith in the ability to be healed. He instantly shuts the door. But Jesus says, that's not what I'm not asking. Do you want to get well? Because if you want to get well, I have the power to heal. So many of us shut the door down on Jesus. When we're asking for stuff, when we're desperate, when we're praying to him, we don't have faith that he can actually do. We have hope. I'm going to pray this and hope Jesus answers it. Well, that's not faith. We have to trust. In this moment right now in which we're living, we must have faith that God is going to see us through this, that God is going to get us back to normal life again, and we're going to get to go to Breezeway and get those amazing grilled chicken fingers and French fries, right? We're going to get to go back to O-Town and get that ice cream and throw the bean bags and stuff out there. We've got to have faith that Jesus can do. Faith is what opens the door for God to move. This man had shut the door. He said, I have no faith that you can do this. But Jesus powered through that to show us that with faith, anything is possible. And if we learn that now while we're in quarantine, just imagine how that's going to apply to our lives when we get back to normal life again. When we have faith, when we go back to school, that God can work through us to share our testimony with other people, to better our grades, to whatever it is that our dreams and our aspirations are, to pursue those. You may have been like, I can't go to college. I can't make the team. I can't get a lead role in the play. But you have to have faith. And the God who lives inside of you, that gives you the power to overcome and to move mountains, let him work. Open the door so that he can work inside of you. I hope you enjoyed this message today. I hope you have a great day. I hope you are being safe. And I so desperately look forward to meeting face to face again very, very soon. I have faith and I have trust and hope that God is going to get us through this. Y'all have a good day.